Sorry to keep you all waiting. What is up, YouTube? James Baek here, and welcome back to another episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. This time, it is going to be the first episode of our Ultra Series edition with Kangaskhan, Ultra Necrozma, Xerneas, Incineroar, Amoonguss, and Tapu Fini representing the first team for the Ultra Series. Let's get started and play some games. So this is the team my friend passed me from the Berlin Challenge, and I think it's a bit outdated, but I still really enjoyed playing it when I was playing in the beginning of the format. I'm pretty sure there's some changes that I can make with this team, but I think it's overall pretty fun. And I really want to use Ultra Necrozma because it is that Pokemon that is really new to the VGC scene. Of course, VGC 2019 Moon Series and Sun Series, we got to try out the Lunalis and the other Necrozma forms and Solgaleo, but we never got to try out Ultra Necrozma until today. Our first opponent also running actually a team of Xerneas and the Necrozma, probably an Ultra Necrozma, but with Lele, Amoonguss, Salamence, and Incineroar. This kind of stinks for me because the Salamence is actually a pretty bad matchup for us, but I think we could power on through. It just depends on what 4 Pokemon I want to bring, and I kind of want to bring 5, which is a bit of an issue. Okay. Also my opponent probably has speed control advantage, so I think Amoonguss does want to come. If I can get rid of the Salamence, that'd be really good. I think I want to bring the Xerneas as a lead. I'm thinking Incineroar as well, because I can probably just U-turn out. I really want to bring Ultra Necrozma, but I'm just not too sure of its potential. I think it would be good, but I'm really liking Fini too, because like I have Light Screen, I have Icy Wind, I have Heal Pulse, I have so many good options, but I think I'm going to try out Amoonguss and Necrozma instead. If Salamence is usually brought, it's probably going to be as a lead, as they tend to, just so you could get a Tailwind up. And I feel like if that's the case, I can just easily just pile through the Salamence and then U-turn out with our Incineroar. I could easily get rid of Salamence and then bring out our Amoonguss. So we'll see how this goes. My game plan is going to be trying to get rid of Xerneas, obviously. We're going to see the Tapu Lele and Necrozma lead. Okay. Which is not a good lead for us at all. We'll lead our Incineroar plus the Xerneas here. Fini would be really nice of a switch in right here, because I could go Fini. Probably just 40 Incineroar, but yeah, I don't want to risk. Probably you lock yourself in a Moonblast with Lele, and I assume an Earth Power comes out from the Necrozma, but the question is, who do you target? Because you could, again, make that play into Incineroar, which I did mention. Xerneas protecting could be really obvious. Or you could go for a... you could just go for a simple... You could go for a double up in the Xerneas if you expect me to make the aggressive play. The play I want to make is go for the Snarl here, because I think Snarl makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the simple Snarl right away. Okay, there's no burst from the Necrozma, so I wonder what's coming out instead. Ooh, Protect, okay. Which works out in my favor, I think. Moonblast. Oh, Magic Room, okay. So going to get rid of the item, so which means I couldn't power up, so that makes sense. My opponent's would have expected me to Geomancy here. This works out in my favor because I am going to be able to get Snarl off against my opponent, and this will basically lower that Lele special attack, which is really solid here. And now I don't think I get knocked out by Earth Power and a Moonblast, which is really good. And I think I could just make a safe switch into my Heart Ultra Necrozma right here and go for another Snarl, because these Pokemon won't be able to do too much damage to me right now. So I feel like I'm in a pretty good position. And the Magic Room, I didn't want to Geomancy here, and I don't think I would ever Geomancy, but my opponent trying to cover that basis. But what's an important note is that my opponent no longer also has that option to Geomancy until the Magic Room's over. So that's actually really nice. We'll get in my Ultra Necrozma here, because I'll take any attack. This also lowers the damage from Moonblast from getting rid of the Fairy Aura on the field. We're going to see the Necrozma also switch out here. Going to go out to the Amoonguss, so that's perfect for me. Like, I'm in a great position here. So we're going to see the Moonblast come out. Let's see who the targets. It's going to be targeting down my Incineroar, which makes sense because you want to put in range of Earth Power from that Ultra Necrozma. And I don't think I'm actually in that Earth Power range, which is awesome. Going to be able to get a Snarl off into my opponent's side of the field, which is amazing because now I'm in a very solid position. Because now I could probably just Calm Mind up if I want to, but I don't want to take a Spore. So it's a question of, do I want to risk that or not? I think the safe play is just to go for a Photon Geyser into the Amoonguss slot and actually just U-turn hard with my Incineroar into the Lele, because I think Lele would want to switch out if anything. It's at -2, it's really not doing too much damage. It could stay in if it wants, but like, I feel like that's just momentum for me. So yeah, we're going to see the Lele retreat here. Going to be the Salamence coming out. So we reveal no Xerneas, which is actually really good for me. So no Xerneas is really good. Photon Geyser, I'm thinking in Psychic Terrain should knock out Amoonguss, unless it's a Pyapa Berry. They ran Pyapa though, so we'll see here. Ooh, Amoonguss is just so bulky. We will be able to U-turn out, which is pretty good, into the Salamence. Not exactly the most ideal situation though. I mean, we get Xerneas in for free, which is nice, but I'm not sure who you're sporing. I'm pretty sure you would spore, if any slot, it's going to be that Ultra Necrozma slot, because it is a big threat. Well, or Necrozma does mean. It's not Ultra Necrozma yet. Here comes a spore. Yep, into that Necrozma. But I'm in a pretty decent spot here, because Dazzling Gleam will be able to knock out both Pokemon on the field. Magic Room's still in effect, which is actually pretty good, because that means the Lei doesn't have a Scarf yet. And Salamence can't really do too much to my Necrozma here, and can't one-hit KO Xerneas. A Dazzling Gleam will get me a KO if my opponent decides to stay in or attack with either Pokemon in this turn. So, thinking Dazzling Gleam is pretty perfect here, and just try to wake up with Necrozma. I'm thinking I'm actually going to be in a really good position once this Magic Room is over, because the reason is I think I could just get in hard my Amoonguss in the following few turns, and Amoonguss next to Xerneas should just be able to Rage Powder away and just Geomancy up, which is actually really nice here, especially if my opponent locks in the Moonblast. And Psychic Terrain is going to end soon, so we got a bunch of factors here, and we'll see what happens. Looks like both Pokemon are staying in. Wouldn't be surprised to see one protected and one doesn't. Salamence Mega Evolving, which pretty much indicates it would probably be going on the attack here, because you would probably just, if you're protecting, you would stay in normal form. We're going to see the Tailwind come out, which makes a lot of sense, which isn't too bad for us, as we're going to get a Dazzling Gleam off. We should be able to knock out both Pokemon here. And, ooh, that's one of those special defensive Salamences, which I don't know if that helps or hurts, because I don't mind the Salamence staying on the field, but I guess it's not the best thing in the world, because my opponent just gets to bring out your Necrozma here, most likely. I don't think he would bring Lele, yeah. Necrozma's going to come out here, which makes sense. I think I would just Calm Mind here. And probably just go Incineroar. It's the last turn of Psychic Terrain, I imagine? Yeah. It's also the last turn of Magic Room, so I could activate a Berry this turn, potentially. Definitely don't want to risk Incineroar, even though an Earth Power or Calm Mind from my opponent's Necrozma is super obvious here. I don't want to risk that. We could also see a Double Edge come out from the Salamence, and it would KO itself, but I don't think I would mind that too much, because the Lele is forced to lock into a move otherwise. So let's see here. We also don't know what kind of Necrozma set this is, because it never revealed it. Looks like it is going to be that Ultra Necrozma, so we are finally going to see the burst form. Okay, so that means it is weak to my Xerneas. So if I can position myself to have Incineroar, if I can position... Ooh, Photon Geyser, perfect, perfect. And a Double Edge. Oh, that's amazing for me. Okay, nice. So Double Edge is going to come out. Doesn't proc me in my berry range, which is unfortunate, but I get basically the best position possible. Oh, yes, the best position possible. With Calm Mind up from my Necrozma, this is an amazing position to be in, because of the fact that now my Necrozma is boosted up. I can get another Calm Mind potentially. Psychic Terrain is going to be reset here, but the Lele has to lock itself into a move, or if it wants to use Magic Room, go ahead, so be it. But at this rate, I'm going to have a really solid position here, because my opponent can't really do too much. So, if you Moonblast, that's actually super favorable for me. So, we'll see here. You'd probably just Moonblast my Incineroar and Earth Power my Ultra Necrozma here, if anything. I wonder if +1 Photon Geyser or Earth Power would finish up the Lele. I kind of doubt it. You definitely don't Psychic type move in the Incineroar slot. I think I just go for the end game where I can burst here, so I can Z-move the Lele the following turn, and I just go hard Amoonguss here. Yeah, I think this is always the play. The reason why I think this is always the play, because you're not Psychic moving my Incineroar slot unless you really want to read this, and I think the +1 Z move should just knock out Tapu Lele. I mean, Tapu Lele has really good defenses, but I'm +1. There's a Psychic Terrain up, and it's like that burns the sky, which is copyrighted, by the way, so I'm going to have to cut out the Z-move animation, unfortunately. We will protect our Ultra Necrozma here, as we will see a Moonblast come out. It does target down the Incineroar slot, no surprise there. A double up Photon Geyser would be a good play, or just Calm Mind here on my opponent's side is going to be that Calm Mind. Okay. I still think that's fine regardless. I just got to get a Moongus next to Xerneas, and I will win. Incineroar could also win. Can I bar this based off of a crit? Don't think I can. I don't think I can afford it. I'm gonna go for Light That Burns the Sky. Hope that there's no Moonblast crit. I don't think Moonblast and the Earth Power double should knock out my Necrozma with the +1. So yeah, I'm gonna go Incin here and just go for the attack in the Lele. I'm hoping it knocks out Lele with the boost that I have. I guess maybe a special attack drop was pretty bad, but I feel like Necrozma can reverse sweep me if I play this wrong, so I feel like I have to switch out, have a Moongus for that Rage Power next to Xerneas option. So we are going to see Moonblast come out. We'll target down my Necrozma. Ooh, Earth Power might KO. Photon Geyser just in Incineroar though, was fearing the Spore potentially. That works out our favor because we'll now be able to drain our life force, and Necrozma, you can't see the animation, which is super unfortunate. Blame Pokemon, but yeah, here we go. Light That Burns the Sky. We'll be right back after this Z-move animation occurs. Alright, awesome. Lele goes down. Nice, nice, nice. Tailwind peters out. I can just get some chipping in this Necrozma. All I have to do is just basically just chip away at my opponent. Gonna go for the U-turn here into Necrozma in case you want to make a hard read of Photon Geyser, but you're just gonna make the safer power play, which makes sense here. Again, I'm not really too concerned here as the Incineroar will go down, but that's completely fine, as we will just be able to get some decent Earth Power damage. Earth Power Photon Geyser does more. I'm not sure. Oh, we critted. That's game. I mean, I think the game was over as long as I just protected well enough and didn't screw up somehow. But I think all I had to do was basically attack multiple times, because I'm pretty sure that I would have just had the game sealed anyway. Let's see your +1 Photon guys. +1 Photon guys in Psychic Terrain definitely would KO Xerneas 100%. So we'll bring out Xerneas here. Fairy Aura will boost our fairy type attacks, but it doesn't really matter at this point because now we just go for Earth Power. But we can go for we can even just go for a Protector Xerneas at this point, because if you would have to self-protect, you're wasting your own Psychic Terrain turns, even if you target down my Necrozma. Wait, I thought my opponent burned the Z-move. Oh no, that was a Photon Geyser, so never mind. So my opponent's gonna take up more time using the Light That Burns the Sky animation. And we'll be right back after this animation occurs. I forgot my opponent didn't use it yet. That Z-move animation, good, but that Z-move did over half to Xerneas to protect. Jeez, it can nuke 2 Xerneases. We are able to knock out the Ultra Necrozma on my opponent's side with the Earth Power, and gonna be a good game. I still think we could have easily won without the critical hit, but yeah, I think what was super fortunate though was not getting a special attack drop on Moonblast. I feel like if that happened, that would have been really bad, but I felt like I just had so much momentum. Maybe if my opponent Calm Minded read me a bunch, maybe you could come back, but I don't know. It would have still been really difficult, and I don't know if Necrozma can really bulk all those attacks. Alright, time for part 2 of this episode. So my computer at the moment, since the battery port is kind of messed up, I can only record like 1 battle at a time, which is super unfortunate. But yeah, that's unfortunately something I'm gonna have to work with until the battery port is fixed, which I do have the parts already ordered. I just have to wait for them to come in. They're actually coming in pretty late because today, the day I'm recording this and the day that's being uploaded, is actually the day that it was supposed to come. So I'm hoping it comes by tomorrow, hopefully, because obviously I haven't been the most consistent with content lately, and that's mainly due to the reason the series also started late because I had so many computer problems. I even tried recording on my backup computer and it was really bad. So yeah, as we got our next opponent, a 1680 rated player from Japan. Okay, so oh no, this is okay, Kyogre, Rayquaza, Tapu Koko, Incineroar, Landers, and Bruxish. That's a very scary team. That is a very frightening team. Why is it frightening? You have a lot of threats. Okay, so I'm really liking Feeny here. This matchup really loves Feeny because of the fact that it helps against the Kyogre, Rayquaza. Light Screen is really good in this matchup, I think. So I think I'm going to have Light Screen as a main option. I think with Xerneas, because I think Xerneas is really good against my opponent's team as well. I want to have Necrozma and Kangaskhan in the back for sure, because I think Kangaskhan is really good offensively against my opponent's team, even with the double Intimidate. And Necrozma kind of just outspeeds my opponent's team, barring the Tapu Koko, and just can pretty much pick up knockouts immediately. So I think that would be pretty good. Where would I expect the Z move? I'm thinking Z move is going to be on the Landorus and or Tapu Koko. I think the Bruxish would be a Choice Scarf variant. It's pretty common to have Choice Scarf on that Pokemon with like After You. Or it could be like a Trick Room variant, but I don't really see the benefit of having Bruxish over like a Bronzong, for instance. It does prevent priority though, which is, you know, something pretty decent, but like otherwise its bulk is pretty bad for setting up Trick Room. It's probably just better off as a Scarf user. And I think that's where Feeny can help in because it can Icy Wind or Light Screen, and then Bruxish is a lot less scary. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah. So I think we're going to be in an okay spot, but let's see. It's going to be Kyogre Bruxish. So I'm guessing it's going to be something like an After You Water Spout coming out, which wouldn't be surprising here. I think that would allow me to just protect Xerneas and either A, go for a Nature's Madness in the Kyogre, or B, go for the Light Screen. I'm kind of more leaning towards getting a Light Screen up because I think Light Screen would be really beneficial throughout the rest of the game. And I think it would really help here as I gotta fix my mic. So, yeah, we should just be able to get a Light Screen. Oh, it's Scarf Kyogre. Wait, what? It's not Primal Kyogre. I have no clue what's going on then. I'm gonna Light Screen up though, for sure. I'm guessing it has to be Scarf Kyogre, then I don't know what the Bruxish is. Gonna protect Xerneas. Bruxish shouldn't have... I mean, it has Ally Switch. It has options to other moves. This is something I'm really getting caught off guard by, so I don't know what to expect here. We have seen a lot of Scarf Kyogre actually recently, especially on the high Pokemon Showdown ladder, where there's this team with like Scarf Kyogre, Rayquaza, and a Shedinja, as well as a... what was the other obscure Pokemon? But we are going to use Protect on Xerneas. We are going to see a Water Spout, so should be Scarf Kyogre 100%. Don't know what the Bruxish is doing though, so we will see that do a lot of damage. Liquidation just going to come out, target down by Xerneas, which is fine, and we'll be able to get a Light Screen up. Okay. Light Screen is really good against my opponent. I don't have Intimidate, which is unfortunate. I don't even know if I'll live a Liquidation plus a Water Spout realistically, so that's really bad for me. Did I sack a Pokemon here? I could definitely sack something like Kangaskhan here. Yeah, I think I'm going to sack Kangaskhan and just go for an Icy Wind. I think it's 100% worth to sack Kangaskhan here. Get the Nature's Madness off in the Kyogre, which is really good, and then I could Geomancy, and then I should have enough health to where I live a Liquidation plus a Water Spout, as long as it's not Banded Liquidation, and I'm not sure if that's... I don't know if that's going to be a thing. We'll find out. You crit my Kang, which is unfortunate because Feeny wouldn't have taken that much damage. I could even get knocked out to a Liquidation since I don't have much defense investment. Okay, I don't, thankfully. It's not a Choice Bandit, so I can easily set up a Geomancy, which is good. Okay. So, well, Nature's Madness, yes, it connects, which is really good, okay. My opponent doesn't really have much to stop Xerneas now, so that's really good. We'll be able to get Xerneas in, we'll be able to Geomancy, and we'll be able to Heal Pulse, and barring no critical hits, we should be fine in living attacks. So, we'll get into Xerneas here, we'll go for the Heal Pulse, and we'll go for the Geomancy. And this is pretty much what I have to do here. There could be some other strategies involved, but I don't think my opponent is like Roar and Incineroar. I think Snarl at the most. My opponent looks like it struggles with like Greyoga and stuff like that. We're gonna see the Kyogre retreat into the Tapu Koko, which is fine because like the electric type, like it's not really gonna matter because Dazzling Gleam should finish off the Tapu Koko unless it's a Salt Vest or a Pokesash variant. Liquidation gonna come out, which is fine. Into my Xerneas. Yeah, that did about half. We'll be able to Geomancy. Only one of these Pokemon can I Focus Sash too, which is really good. So we'll get a Geomancy off. We have that Light Screen also available to us, and Xerneas is going to be at full health, which is awesome. So We'll be able to go for a Dazzling Gleam now and pick up a lot of damage here. I think I'd rather just Heal Pulse again my Xerneas, because I just don't see any drawback to Heal Pulsing my Xerneas. I don't want Xerneas to be put in range of like extreme speed from like a choice banded Rayquaza, for instance. I think it's just better to go for the Heal Pulse again and Dazzling Gleam. I don't have to catch any switches with Icy Wind. I'll outspeed them all with Xerneas. Xerneas is gonna do some fun stuff here. Tapu Koko going to reveal Protect. Okay. Let's see if Bruxish can live Gleam. I think it could, but it needs a lot of investment. Which, Liquidation didn't do much to Feeny, so it could potentially be bulky. But I don't know what it could really do here to stop me in this situation. It is Focus Sash on the Bruxish, okay. So it's not Focus Sash or Assault Vest on Tapu Koko, which is really good to note. And same thing is going to happen again, which is fine. So yeah, good thing. I was thinking about switching out Tapu Fini in case it was like an Assault Vest or Focus Sash Tapu Koko. But I'd rather just Heal Pulse to Xerneas because Xerneas is a potential win condition. And yeah, I think it's definitely worth having it. We'll go for the Icy Wind now and Dazzling Gleam because Tapu Koko should not be able to live this boosted Gleam because it did reveal not to be Focus Sash or Assault Vest. And my opponent's just going to forfeit, realizing, oh, I cannot win. I'm already super down. I don't have anything that can really deal with the Xerneas. And that's a beauty about running Tapu Fini with Xerneas. Heal Pulse and Light Screen are just great supports for setting up the Geomancy in case you don't have the Geomancy up and your opponent's threatening a lot of offense right off the bat. And or Xerneas could potentially be too weak in the end to actually accomplish anything with that Geomancy. So nice, we're gonna take that game. I think the biggest things were playing around the Bruxish and Kyogre. I want to ignore the worst possible situations, which were Banded Bruxish, which we don't even know what that item was. Oh yeah, it was Focus Sash. Never mind. Yeah, it was Focus Sash. So we were fine. And we would have lived Water Spout after the Nature's Madness. I activating the Barry on Feeny didn't really matter because of the crit on Kang. Yeah, I think we did what we had to do. We had to neuter the leads. We had to find a position where we could set our Geomancy very safely, and I think we just found that. And once Geomancy was up, my opponent didn't have much of a Xerneas answer, so especially since we were full health, like there wasn't anything that could really revenge KO it, that could survive a Gleam and do much damage, especially under my Light Screen. So yeah, there wasn't really much my opponent can do, but that's going to be it for the second battle, and we're going to be into the third game. Alright, time for the third game of today's episode. The process is a little bit annoying for like multiple game episodes because what I'm going to have to do every time is record an episode, charge my computer back to full, then record, and it takes a while. It's like my computer takes like an hour and a half to fully charge, so it's a pretty long process, but I do it because yeah, I don't know where this I don't know where the part is. So we got a Groudon Lunala team with Drampa, Smeargle, Tapu Fini, and Mawile. So it's interesting. So Mega Evolution here will be Mawile. We're going to see Primal Groudon here. We're going to see a Lunala. I'm guessing it's going to be a Trick Room variant because this team does look very, very, very big on Trick Room. This team does look annoying because I don't exactly have the best tools against my opponent. Like, I really don't. So yeah, this could be really difficult because I don't think my team has a good matchup at all, actually, now that I think about it. I do have Crunch on my Kangaskhan, but of course the Mega Mawile Intimidate's going to be a bit frustrating to handle. Let's see. Incineroar Snarl is not bad, but like, how do I beat the Groudon is the question. I think Groudon's the main concern because I don't have a good answer to Groudon. Or Mega Mawile for that matter. I think I don't bring Xerneas here because I don't think Xerneas is that great. Because you're going to see Lunala, the Groudon, and Mawile, and I don't think that's good for me. Let's go Kangaskhan, actually. Kangaskhan Necrozma as the lead, I think, with Feeny and Incineroar. I just don't think Xerneas is that good here. Amoonguss, not really that great since my opponent has a Tapu Fini. I'm bringing my own Tapu Fini, so don't think it would exactly be the play here. We'll see what my opponent decides to do here. I could see something like Lunala Smeargle as the lead, trying to guarantee a Trick Room if possible. That's going to be really difficult. I feel like this team matchup is really bad. Like, it's not good in my favor, but I think I'm going to try to knock out the Lunala as quick as I can with that Scrappy Fake Out. We're going to see the Smeargle Lunala, which makes sense here. Let's As well, lead Kangaskhan plus Necrozma here. I can fake out the Lunala, and I could go for a switch here with Necrozma and Nafini to prevent a spore or anything like that. And I really do think that is the play here, so we'll go for the fake out onto the Lunala, and we'll go hard in Nafini. Alternatively, I could crunch here. Don't think that's worth it. Yeah, I think Fini's just a better play overall. So we'll retreat our Necrozma. We'll go out into our Tapu Fini. We'll see what my opponent does. I would imagine it's going to be a... we'll see. We will see. Oh, Lunala protects, which is smart to deny Shadow Shield, but I could have got rid of Smeargle, which... Oh, it's just a double protect. Okay. That's perfectly fine by me. Okay. So I'll fake out the Lunala. Smeargle Moody activates. Accuracy, not that big of a deal since, defense fall. That's actually pretty big. We'll go for the crunch here with Kangaskhan. We definitely want to tar down the Lunala because Smeargle is probably forced to follow me here. Then the question is, what do I really want to do with this Fini? Do I want a Light Screen or Nature's Madness? Both have good, goods and bad cons. So I'm thinking just going for Nature's Madness, because I don't feel like Lunala's gonna be that big of a threat with my Incineroar on the field. So I think just going for a Nature's Madness is gonna be better here into the Lunala slot, and I don't think Light Screen is gonna be too helpful against my opponent's team. Smeargle's gonna stay in. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be follow me, and I would assume it's gonna be in just a Trick Room here, and not really much I can do here. So we'll see what my opponent does. It is gonna be that follow me, no surprise. So crunch and knock out Smeargle, I want to say, unless it's like one of those really physically defensive Smeargles. So we'll get a crunch off into the Smeargle. Even with the defense drop, okay, so that's like, okay, that's a bulky Smeargle, which is actually really bad for me because I'm guessing it's an Endeavor. That's not good. We're gonna see Moody, gonna be the attack rise and a speed fall, which is also bad because if it was meant to be Smeargle, my Incineroar outsped it in Trick Room. Now it doesn't. Not really paying off for me. We'll go in Incineroar here, and I think we're just gonna Nature's Madness the Lunala slot on potential Endeavor combined with a Moongeist Beam. I don't think you're going to click follow me here. You could. Like, I wouldn't mind if you click follow me. But we're going to see the Lunala hard retreat here into the Fini on my opponent's side. Okay. Interesting decision to bring out the Fini. That means my opponent either doesn't have Mawile or Groudon on the back. And both Pokemon not being on my opponent's team right now is actually really good here. So, we'll bring out Incineroar. We get Intimidate off into both my opponent's Pokemon. And we'll see what this Smeargle wants to do. It's going to be that Endeavor. Yep, no surprise there. It does tar down my Incineroar, but I will be able to at least proc a Berry, so that's not too bad. I also have Heal Pulse, which is really good, so I can fake out the Smeargle and Heal Pulse the following turn, which is actually really good. Nature's Madness will come out into the Fini slot. Speed rises, which actually really helps in this favor. I could actually maybe get back my Incineroar to full now. Should I Snarl? Snarl even knock out in Smeargle? I don't think it would. Maybe just to... I want to say Snarl should knock out. I want to Heal Pulse my own Incineroar, so that either lets me fake out the Smeargle, Flare Blitz here, or U-turn. I think I'm going to Flare Blitz the Smeargle. And Heal Pulse the Incineroar. Gravity might be set up here. We're going to see the Smeargle hard retreat, so Groudon, yeah. Okay. Not good, not good, not good. Although I think the conditions where I need it to be are really good. Smeargle's almost out of the picture. It's not a bad situation. It's not the worst, though. I mean, the Flare Blitz damage is going to be really nice onto the Groudon, because depending on how bulky this Groudon is, it might put in range of Earth Power. I will Flare Blitz here. And it's either Swagger or Gravity coming out. I imagine it's Swagger first, if anything. Yeah, Swagger. That's gonna be difficult to handle. Yeah, I should have Nature's Madness to Smeargle slot. Nature's Menace would have been better. I wanted to swagger Heal Pulse because that would make my life very complicated. I'm hoping Flare Blitz wouldn't put the Feeny in range of... okay, so this game is definitely winnable. But it's going to be a bit complicated. I need to chip away the Feeny now with Flare Blitz. And I'm going to go for the Nature's Menace and the Groudon. So basically what I'm going to have to do, there are quite a few things I'm going to have to do. We're going to see the Feeny Retreat actually, which is Lunala. Okay. This might work out in my favor because I'm going to break the Shadow Shield, which is actually really important for Kangaskhan to knock out the Groudon here. Okay. Precipice Blades. Incineroar Voids, which is actually kind of worse for me because I actually wanted Incineroar to go down here. This creates a complicated situation actually because I want a Kangaskhan next to Necrozma in so I could Calm Mind Fake Out potentially here. Now that plan is basically gone and I'm not exactly a good spot here. I'm gonna go Kang here. I mean, it's possible, but like, I don't really like the spot at all. I really don't like the spot. I'm guessing maybe just a double protect here, or try to get in Smeargle. I'm gonna try to capitalize because I don't think you're attacking my Incineroar slot here. We're gonna fake out the Groudon here and just U-turn my own Kangaskhan because I'm expecting at least one protect from the Groudon. What this allows me to do is get my Necrozma in so I can potentially knock out the Groudon. It's not looking that good though. I'm gonna need Earth Power to knock out the Groudon, and I think that's very unlikely. So I don't think we're in a good position to win this game anymore. I needed to get into a position where I could maybe fake out Calm Mind, but it might not have even worked because we don't know what kind of Lunala set it was. We're gonna see the Feeny come in, which is smart for my opponent. But this might work out in my favor, actually. Yeah, it could work out in my favor, actually. Okay, Groudon doesn't protect, so that puts it in range of Earth Power, I think. That's hard to say. That's hard to say. U-turn. Bring out the Necrozma. Now it's a bit of a 50-50. Yeah. So we brought out the Necrozma. Twisted Dimensions return to normal. All good. Heal Pulse is a really big factor. I would be annoyed at. I need Kangaskhan alive 100%. I think I'm gonna Calm Mind up and switch into Incin. I need Necrozma at least to survive a +1 Precipice Blades, which it should. Which it definitely should. And then, but the Icy one's gonna be annoying too. We also don't know if Groudon's gonna protect here or not. There are multiple tutor factors here. I think I have to make this play because I don't think I can knock out Feeny in one shot, and I don't want to risk a roll on Groudon because I really just don't know how bulky this Groudon is. So I'd rather go for like outplay my opponent than going for the risk a roll and then I'm absolutely screwed here. I'm hoping it's protect Icy Wind because that play is sort of obvious. But I also didn't know Photon Geyser into Double Edge would knock out the Feeny at this range, so this is the reason why I want to make this play. Groudon protects, which is good. Okay. Awesome. That's really good. So we get a Calm Mind up so we can ensure to knock out Groudon, which is absolutely beautiful here because that's kind of what we need. We need some kind of momentum here, and this Necrozma is bringing it right now. We will see the Moonblast come out. Ooh, not even Icy Wind. Oh, that's great. Moonblast's gonna go on a Necrozma. Please, please. Great, no special attack drop. Awesome. Awesome. I can knock out the Groudon with Earth Power and U-turn out with my Incin. Yep, that's my play. Or do I want to go Kang here? I don't think the Feeny has Protect though. I'd rather just U-turn. Because Groudon has to be saved. You're sacking Smeargle or potentially going hard Lunala, which is fine by me. Yeah. Groudon switches out. Lunala is going to come out, so that's fine. I get good damage on the Lunala actually, so this might be beneficial. And if this Feeny doesn't have Icy Wind, could be over for my opponent. So we get an Earth Power off. Might be a Heal Pulse? Yeah, that's fine. I'll take that because Kangaskhan should still be able to knock out the Lunala with a Crunch, and that's kind of what I'm aiming for right now. So we'll U-turn here to Lunala. It's a 50-50, isn't it? It's a 50-50. Because I'm thinking Lunala could protect, expecting me to attack the Feeny slot here, and Smeargle could come in. And in that case, you could fake out my Kangaskhan if you have fake out. If you don't have fake out, this makes this interesting because I think you would have to attempt to go for an attack here. I think the best play is to Calm Mind and fake out again, but it just really depends on if you have fake out on Smeargle. Because we saw the Lunala protect, I'm thinking you might just attempt to sack your Feeny here, because I could go for just attacking the Feeny and a crunch in the Lunala, which would lose you the game. So, you know what? I'm going to fake out the Feeny. Nice. Got the read right. Perfect. Okay, yeah. The reason I made this play is because if I attack the Feeny, Smeargle gets to come in, fake out my Kangaskhan, and then my opponent gets Trick Room up. And that's really bad for me. This way, I just win the game now. Because now I can crunch Photon Geyser, and I pretty much get a KO here. So, awesome. And I'm pretty sure I would have lived anything unless the Lunala went for a Z here. So, yeah. Really happy about how that turn played out. Now I can go for a Photon Geyser into the Feeny slot, which will KO anything on the switch in. And we'll go for a crunch in the Lunala, which will be able to KO it. There's no Intimidate here from my opponent. There's no switch in. Worst case is, I guess, if Feeny has Protect. Even if Feeny has Protect, doesn't really change much. Someone's getting sacked here. Maybe if Lunala switches hard into Groudon, but even then, like, I think my opponent can't get into position with Smeargle next to Lunala. Oh, you would have to go for a double. Yeah, you would have to go for a double here. My play is based on my opponent doesn't get the double with Lunala, because if you get the double with Lunala, Smeargle gets to come in. It's the exact same situation. But my opponent doesn't go for it, so that should be a secured victory, as we are going to be able to get the Photon Geyser off into Feeny. Because I think your only win at this point was to get the fake out Smeargle next to Lunala. And it was like impossible. Like, obviously Lunala goes down if it stays in, and if you switch out, Groudon surviving anything. And if you sack Smeargle, that's basically game losing. So, yeah, I had to go for a double there. Luckily, didn't go for it. And we are going to be able to pick up a victory here. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I like that. I like that a lot. We're going to see Groudon and Smeargle come out. This is pretty much just a safe Photon Geyser. And not really safe. I probably just protect Necrozma and go Incin. Because the Groudon probably shouldn't have Substitute. We already saw that carried. Unless it's Trick or Smeargle. Actually, don't I have a 100% win con by just protecting and attacking with Kangaskhan here? Yeah, I do. Because I deny any setup. Because if it is Trick or Smeargle for some reason, like, I just knock it out and then Necrozma wins. I just can't risk like a crit in Necrozma because that's probably the only way I could 100% lose this game. So I'd rather just protect Necrozma, go for a double edge here in a Smeargle. We're going to see Follow Me, which is fine here. Yeah, because Will not got the Smeargle and that would be a good game. So it was Follow Me. No, wait, we saw Follow Me, Endeavor, Spiky Shield. Oh, we never saw the last move. I'm assuming it's fake out, but it could have been like Wide Guard or something, I guess. But since we didn't see that fourth move, I knew we saw like 3 moves. I just wasn't sure what the fourth one was. Precipice Blades missed a Kangaskhan, but I mean, Ultra Necrozma was winning this game anyway. We'll go for an Earth Power, which at +2 will 100% knock out the Groudon. And we'll go for a double edge as well. And we should be able to secure this game. Pretty long game for this last one, but we are able to clutch it out, which is really nice. We're going to be able to take that victory. And yeah, so in the first episode of Ultra Series, we were able to get 3 wins. Really nice, because yeah, I played some games with this team before, and I was starting to lose a bit of hope in it, but showcasing super strong. I think we were making really good reads. I think the read where we faked out Calm Mind was definitely the game deciding factor. Of course, it did suck that my opponent did lose the what was it? Like, you lost the you missed the Precipice Blades on Incineroar. I felt like it could have been either good or bad for me anyway, because I could have potentially just faked out Groudon and went for a burst, but maybe my opponent could have like doubled into Smeargle. There were like a bunch of factors into Precipice Blades miss, but I thought it was actually hurting me more because I kind of wanted Kangaskhan and Necrozma, because as you saw, Kangaskhan and Necrozma were Pokemon that were just able to win the game. It could be situational because of the fact that Smeargle was always an annoying Pokemon if it could just get a follow me. I was also lucky my opponent had Moonblast on the Feeny instead of like an Icy Wind support. It looked like a full dedication to trick him then, because basically Necrozma was able to outspeed anyway. But I'm guessing the ground would be slow regardless. But I hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles, the first episode of Ultra Series. Looking like a strong start. Hopefully we can continue on, do well. We obviously got Worlds. We have the Berlin International Championship coming up. We have the North American International Championship. We got a bunch of regionals coming up. A lot of great events, and it should be interesting to see how players will build in this format. But thank you all for tuning in. You can check out this team if you do want to try it out down below in the description. With all of the EVs, movesets, etc. You can also check out my social media, such as my Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram accounts, as well as my Patreon if you want to go that extra mile to support my content. But you could always leave that support by leaving a like on this video, sharing it with your friends, and leaving a comment down below. I really appreciate it. But otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.